Okay, I'm going to finish out these poses here. Just a few more poses where the wing is folded a certain way. Again, you can go out. These are simple shapes again. You can kind of go out, do your thumb here. And remember to do your arm bones. And with this particular pose, you're going to have some of the fingers be hidden. Because this is more of a forward pose that you're looking at. I'm kind of drawing right into the other. It's okay though. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Again, your index finger is going to be the longest. And with this other finger that's coming out on the side here, you can actually just use the membrane to kind of connect the two and then sort of have the finger bone show up on the side here. And then connect that. And then obviously the other finger will be hidden. So you can just do a hint of the membrane leading down that way. And then obviously finish up your membranes going there, connecting to whatever body you have. And again, this is going to be just like you did with the bird wings. This area in here is going to be the most heavy shadows. And just put a little bit of wrinkles and skin folds around where you can, just to kind of show things are moving. Maybe do a little bit of shadow underneath the arm bones like you did before. And between the finger bones, just the same. And between where the finger bones spread out from each other, you're going to do a little bit of shadow in there as well. And when you go back in, you can actually add some of the arteries and stuff if you'd like to. Obviously, everybody's shading is going to be a little different. Every person has their own technique. You can make these look as realistic or, you know, just as simple as you want to. And just sort of play around with it until you get what you want from it. And then this one, we're just going to go ahead and draw the thumb right over that last little finger bone there. This one is a wing. Let me see if I can move it up a little bit. This is a wing that is actually curved a little more forward. But instead of it being folded over this way, it's actually spread out so you can see most of the finger bones, actually. And there's so many different angles how you can kind of handle these wings in particular, and you have to kind of really watch what you're doing because the finger bones in general make things a little complicated. But anyway, you just start with your arm bone again, shoulder, forearm, and again, these bones, these arm bones can be as muscular or as thin as you need them to be, depending on whatever kind of character or creature you're doing. And we start with the finger bones here. Actually, I should spread this one out, I think. That's another trick too. You can, if you find that one or two fingers is kind of not quite where you want it, you can add another finger. If it's not too far spaced between them, you can add another finger outward here. Actually, let me see here. It's supposed to be a little close. But this is slightly folded forward. And then just erase any lines you have. I think the trick with this particular pose is adding shadows to kind of imply that it's slightly forward, but that you can still see the finger bones. Okay. Now this is going to be the bone, the finger bone that you see most of the light on. The rest of these are going to be sort of in shadow. Let's see here. A lot of the membrane is going to be in shadow as well. And you do in between the fingers, and you're going to have shadow just underneath the fingers here. But you're going to have more of that shadow sort of sneaking down the membrane so that you can see there's more, a hint of this part being more forward. I think I might have made I think even the arm is supposed to be in shadow somewhat too. I think I might not have handled this quite the way I needed to, but this is one good example of how to shade. If you want heavy shading on the membranes, that's how to do it. Let me see if I can't get more of that pose that I wanted to, because I don't think I did quite the effect that I wanted to. So I'm going to go back and actually try and get this right. So bear with me here. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I think I got it now. This is going to be more of a hatchet shape to start with. You're going to do basically a hatchet shape, and on the end here you're going to add a little bit of a rim, just following this edge here. And then we'll do some of the arm bones. You're probably sick of arm bones by now. So many done already. Just keep doing that. And you're going to go ahead and outline the main finger bone here. And this one is the index finger. And these might actually lie a little closer to each other. Now one of the finger bones, since there is one membrane out here, is going to be somewhat invisible. So you're going to leave some space for that. You might not actually see it within the wing. Okay, so this membrane here is actually going to be the one that has some shadow. And this main finger bone on the end here is going to remain in the light. And just lightly sort of add some shadow in the membrane right beneath this finger. And maybe add a little bit there, not too much. And then these are where you start to get more of the shading in there. I apologize for not getting that other pose quite right before. I just don't think I had my lighting source correct. It was a little off. I think that's about it, and I will see you next week.